Elly. Today I'm going to read a story called Mr. Sniffer and the Halloween Sweets. Are you ready to listen? Okay, I'm going to read you the story. Mr. Sniffer and the Halloween Sweets. It was Halloween. Hazy, Maisie, and George dressed up as dragon, a ghost, and a vampire, and were knocking on people's door in the forest. Hazy, Maisie, and George were very pleased because Rachel had just given them loads of lollipops. Next, they knocked at Mr. Sniffer's house. Tap, 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 trick or treat, cried Hazy. Give us some sweets, said Maisie, or we will be very naughty, said George. Mr. Sniffer pretended to be real scared and gave them each a strawberry marshmallow. Taste these, he said. They are much nicer than lollipops. But the little vampire made a face. Rachel gave us lots of lollipops. Mr. Sniffer thought for a moment. The little vampire was a bit cheeky. But it was not Halloween every day. He opened his left drawer of his dresser and took out the strawberry marshmallows. Mr. Sniffer divided sweets into the little bags. Here you are, you naughty nippers. Take the lot and be off with you, he said, smiling. That evening, everyone went to Bert's house for a Halloween party. They danced and had a good time. Hazy, Maisie, and George spent whole evening making scary noises. Ooh, they got so tired that they fell fast asleep on the sofa. Mr. Sniffer was the first one to go home. Can you guess why? Poor Mr. Sniffer. He could not stop yawning. He hurried off to get some sleep. But the next morning he woke up still feeling tired. He felt as if he had been up all night. So he stayed in bed a little bit longer. Then someone shouted outside and he woke with a start. He got up muttering and looked everywhere for the belt to his drawer gown. Where on earth was it? Suddenly he felt a draught on his feet. He looked up and got a surprise. Strange, very strange, he muttered. Can you guess what was strange? That is right. His door was wide open. Had someone coming during the night? Suddenly, Hazy, Maisie, and George arrived, all excited. Mr. Sniffer, said Maisie, a thief got into Bert's house. He stole all my sweeties, cried George. It ain't mine, said Hazy. Now, children, calm down, said Mr. Sniffer. Then suddenly he caught sight of Bert out of the road. He stared at him long and hard. Can you guess why? Bert was busy licking a lollipop. He stole our sweeties, yelled Hazy, running over to Bart. He is the thief. Bart smothered. Me, a thief? Never. I found this lollipop on the ground on my way to your house, Mr. Sniffer. He pulled more lollipops out of his pocket and tossed them on the grass, along with these and these and these. Mr. Sniffer scratching his chin. Strange, very strange, he murmured. Why did the thief throw the lollipops away? Maybe the thief did not like them. Hazy. Maybe he only liked the strawberry marshmallows. Like you, Mr. Sniffer, said George. Yes, maybe, said Mr. Sniffer thoughtfully. Then he asked Bart, can you show me exactly where you found the lollipops? Bart pointed at the foot of the tree. Mr. Sniffer suddenly felt very uncomfortable. There, underground by the tree was his belt, right where Bart had found the lollipops. Why did thief leave my belt here? Wondered Mr. Sniffer. Bart gasped. Someone wants to think that you are the thief, Mr. Sniffer. That is horrible. He was outraged on the way home. Mr. Sniffer saw some huge footprints. Only he and Bart had such big feet. Bart, can you see the soles on your shoes, please? Asked Mr. Sniffer. Bart's soles were very smooth. Then Mr. Sniffer looked at his own soles. He got a shock. Mr. Sniffer's soles had round shapes on them, just like the footprints on the road. Mr. Sniffer went home feeling confused. He was sorry he had given away all his treats because at that moment he would have loved a strawberry marshmallow. Maybe there was still one left. He opened the drawer to the dresser and his eyes nearly popped out of his head. The drawer was full of strawberry marshmallows. But how did it get here? Mr. Sniffer sat down the chair and thought. There was the open door, the lollipops the thief did not like, his belt at the foot of the tree, his footprints on the path, the strawberry marshmallows that come back as if by magic. Could it be? Mr. Sniffer stammered. It looks like the thief is. Then Mr. Sniffer understood. I've got it, he shouted. Everyone in the forest came over. Have you found the thief? Asked Hazy. I am the thief, said Mr. Sniffer excitedly. It is because I sleepwalk. I get up at night and walk around when I am asleep. I must have gone to get my sweets from Bert's house without waking up. That is how they got back here. There, 3 little voices cried, but you gave them to us. I'm sorry, said Mr. Sniffer. Here, take all you want. And this is the end of the story. Bye.